Hi everyone, welcome back to my second episode. Today I'm going to be showing off some acrylic pours I did and reviewing the kits that I came with because I bought them as a kit from Buy Below. Sorry I haven't recorded in the last couple of weeks. First week, like I mentioned before, I have arthritis and epilepsy and fibromyalgia, so every once in a while it flares up really bad and I end up either sleeping a lot or just in so much pain I can't get out of bed or use my hands. This year, my New Year's resolution was to hopefully draw or do some kind of artistic thing once a day just to keep my hands from cramping up so badly. And so now that, back from the holidays and everything else, I'm going to try to upload weekly now at least. Like I said, I unfortunately have not recorded me actually doing the acrylic pours because we live in a small apartment. Our bathtub is where I do the acrylic pours, and it's a small itty bitty bathroom. I'm 90% sure cubicles are bigger than our bathroom. Our small kitchen is bigger than our bathroom. And we also have two cats and our cat boxes in there, and it's just all around awkward, and you don't want to see me leaning over a bathtub trying to pour paint, and it's awkward. So the first kits I bought, and I actually really liked them. They were $5 at Five Below. I got two different colors. It was the same company, same type of kit, but they had two different colors patterns. This one is the first one I got. It's Marble Pour Abstract Wall Art, and it's by something called Brigman. It's in weird cursive. It's Bridgemal or Bridginal. Art by You. It has an Ages plus 6 plus on it. I honestly feel with acrylic pouring and the technique, you probably should wait until maybe you're 10 or have really adult supervision if you're doing it with a little kid, because otherwise you'll have paint everywhere. I get paint a little bit in the tub that I have to clean up afterwards. Which is also funny, it says do not give acrylic paint to the young children, but then it also says 6 plus, so I'm kind of confused by that. It came with two different canvases, some serve sticks, it came with gloves. You didn't have cups, but I use a technique where I just pour right on the canvas and don't usually use the cups. And it came with 6 colors of paint and then the silicone gel, which I did not use. Here you're supposed to, you can see it. The canvases actually have patterns on it, and you're supposed to, I guess, pour the paint to cause these patterns. But as I was working with it, it did not want to do that, so I kind of took off and did my own thing, and it still came out really cool. This one here came with you got mint green color, metallic silver, robin teal, which is a very pretty tealish color, almost like a cyan. You got a salmon orange color and navy blue, and I think I said white. And the kit overall was actually for $5. I recommend it. It came with two really nice canvases that did not warp. The paint quality was really good. It was fluid. It wasn't too liquid where you couldn't work with it because it was too everywhere, and it wasn't chunky like you left it in milk left in the refrigerator for 3 months. So I actually like this kit. I would actually buy it again because the colors were vibrant. It was really pretty. They make really good pours. You get two different canvases, and they give you a large one and a small one, because on the back you can't really tell. I mean, it doesn't say it's a smaller canvas. It just shows a picture of a smaller canvas, which you could assume they ran out of space or whatever, but it's actually is a smaller canvas. And you do use up all the paint mostly, and it does take up the two canvases. They gave you enough paint to do your pours. And so the first one is a small canvas, and I kind of like it. I just used the gray, the silver, and the black, and the white, sorry. And I did this nice little pour, and I kind of like it this way because it came out, you can see it kind of looks like a shadow person looking through a window, and I don't know why. It's just weird to me. I kind of like it. It looks kind of cool. I would hang it up this way, but people can hang it whichever way they want. And this is the first one. I like how it came out. I like the colors. I think it looks really cool. and hopefully we'll get to hang it up in, once we get a bigger place in my art studio. So that's the thing. And then the second canvas came with it. I used the more vibrant colors, and I had some silver in it too. And I kind of decided I like it this way. Again, I kind of see like over here some kind of like spirit or wisp or whatever. I don't know. But I like the colors and how the pour came out, and it's very pretty and vibrant. And I'm overall happy how that one turned out. The next kit I did was by the same company, same type of kit. So they had two different color schemes. They had the one I showed you and this one, which this one here on the back you get amethyst, which is a light purple, galaxy, which is a dark purple, indigo, which is a dark purple color, flamingo, which is like a pinkish color, metallic gold, and again white, and then the silicone gel, the stir sticks, the two canvases, and the gloves. The gloves in this kit actually fit really well. They were about, I mean, if you have bigger hands, it's probably not going to fit you. You're going to have to get special gloves, but for my size hands, like, which are, you know, normal, I guess, my size hands, I have smaller hands than normal, but the other kit I'm going to talk about had really small gloves, and they tore very easily, and it was just a pain in the ass, and I had to get my own gloves to use it. So the first little canvas I did was this one. I kind of like it. I don't actually see anything in it, this one. I just like how it turned out. And I used the purple colors, and I think this one I did use some white in it too. And I like how it kind of forwarded out and whatnot. And then the big one, it was supposed to be like a weird galaxy effect I was going for, like a space. And I kind of like this weird bright patch, because I guess the white and the blue mixed to make this, the indigo mixed to make this really cool bluish swirl over here in the corner. And overall, it looks dark on my computer, but it's actually brighter than it is, and I like how it turned out. Now, I've done one kit the last episode I recorded of this kit, and the paint was, like I said, had complained it was chunky, and the canvas did bow a lot. And as like I said, it was this kit by Anchor Art, which I don't know if it's I think this actually might be a Five Below's art brand or whatever. They're like their official brand. But, you know, it's Five Below's, it was $5. This one only comes with one canvas, and I bought it because I liked the colors on the front, and I also like the style of the canvas, which is the shape like this. And the colors look really vibrant on the back, and this one you only get 4 paints, the silicone oil, 2 stir sticks, gloves that only a child could wear, and one canvas. First time I opened it, the paint was a little chunky. But I could still use water and to get it to kind of work. This one was so chunky and so dried out and just horrendous that I couldn't work with it. I had to use, well, I'll tell you what I did with it. The 2 canvases that the ones that came with each kit I bought from this set. And the silicone oil, like it shows here, clear oil. The oil came to me, it looked like dried out Elmer's glue. It was worthless. I'm not sure why they give it. I don't know why both arts give you the sticks. They did give you some kind of instructions where they told you to pour the paint either into a cup or onto the canvas and tilt. And then you can also use the sticks to create swirl designs, but I've noticed if you do that, it actually kind of, because of the layers, makes it just look like a mess. So I had to throw all these paints out. They were completely dried out, completely worthless. I don't know if any of these kits are still in stock at Five Below, because it was they were on in their Christmas holiday art department, but you may be able to find them there still, or online. But I would not, unless you really want the weird shaped canvas, which I'm sure you can buy them in stores somewhere, like an art store or whatever, and they're probably better quality and they probably won't bow. I would not recommend buying this one. The other two I would recommend. This one, I would say you could probably, for your money, get some cheap acrylic paints and some cheap canvases and do it yourself, and probably for less and get more out of it, like, you know, more supplies. And like I said, this is the same kit. It's from the same company, only different color schemes. Again, the canvas was a small circle canvas, which I thought was kind of cool. But the paint, again, was dried out. The acrylic oil was completely dried. The silicone oil was completely dried out. The gloves, as soon as I tried to put them on my hands, ripped. It just seemed like, other than the canvas, like a thrown together kit that was probably maybe, I don't know how long it was sitting on the shelf because the paint was that dried out. It's probably sitting around for a while. And the colors, again, I liked, but I couldn't use them because they were, never got to see what they looked like because they were dried out. So what I did is I had, like, when I did the pours, I had a bunch of paint sitting at the bottom of my plastic bag that I had, you know, done this over in the tub. So I literally took the canvas and just kind of laid it face down on a little pile of paint on like each area and rubbed it around. And this is the effect that it kind of came out with it. My boyfriend thinks it's really cool. I kind of like it. It's cool, especially after it dried. Like when it was wet, you still can't really tell how it's going to dry and what it's going to look like. Weirdly enough, you can tell it's bowed ever so slightly, but it didn't bow as the one as bad as the one I did in the last paint pour, which ended up going to a good friend of mine who wanted to use it, like I said, as a jewelry dish for their jewelry, and they absolutely liked it. But this one didn't really warp enough, so I don't know if it was something with the other one or too much paint, because the paint actually did work on the last one, and it was our quality of paint. I don't know what caused the warping. And then this is the round one. I did the same thing in the different pile of paint from the other pour, and it had more colors in it. It just became like a weird color wheel collage thing. It looked really muddy when it first did it. It's actually dried up and looks actually more vibrant now. And again, obviously it has warped. It is completely curved. Not as bad as I thought it was going to do, but still warped. I don't know if I would, if I do, when we do get a house or whatever, and when we get us, like, you know, another room, I don't know if I would leave it as like an accent piece on a table or try to hang on the wall. I don't know how I would do it, but I like it. And in the future, I'm going to be probably showing off here in the soon future a couple more acrylic pours that I did that weren't from kits, that I got a bunch of canvases for Christmas from my boyfriend's mom, and then I bought some from Five Below that actually are, surprisingly, they were canvases at Five Below for Christmas as a 4-pack of like the flat back canvases, and they actually hold up really well. I got some really cool for Christmas and my birthday, some iridescent paint off of Amazon that I actually used. And just a fair warning, the bigger canvases, I did 4 different colors for a project for my boyfriend's mother, which I'll be showing in a different video. And they actually, I used the whole 4 tubes. Like, if you're going to do an acrylic pour, be prepared to lose some paint, and because, you know, some of it obviously falls onto your tarp or whatever that you're not going to be recovering unless you're doing what I did with the other canvases. And even then, you still lose some. And also, it takes up a lot of paint, so be prepared to use some paint if you're going to do this. But that's going to be the previous video, and in an upcoming video I'm also going to be showing off some of my artwork in an art book I actually got from Amazon for my birthday. I got Myra Elizabeth's Create This Book 1 and 2, and I'm starting to create book 1, obviously, because I'm going to start with book 1 and work my way through to book 2. So I'll probably show that off a little bit. So if you like her stuff, I just tilted my camera over, sorry. If you like her stuff, check out her channel. And I'm also going to be doing some squishy makeovers in the future. So with that being said, I hope you liked what you see. If you do, please click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.